So after installing my trailer hitch on this Mazda CX 90, I wanted to do something about this panel that's missing now. You can see these valences just kind of flap around. So I wanted to reuse the hitch cover I got. So I just cut a slot for where the hitch goes, and I can slide it on there and lock it into place. And then I can put in these clips here and over there to kind of stabilize this valence and just kind of dress up the hitch a little, the area. And I can go in there behind this hitch and install those locking pins in the top as well. So this just kind of cleans it up. I found out that I called Mazda and they don't make a trim cover once you put the hitch in, and so I just wanted to do something about it on my own. So you can see this opening where the hitch panel should be. These rivets help hold this in, tie it together, and so I can use this piece here. I can put this back. I just cut a slot in it for my receiver hitch, and it's a little deeper to allow the clip there. And so now I can install these rivets back into place, and it will secure the rear valence like it should be. I was afraid of it getting hung up in the snow or something happening where it's not, where these ends are kind of just flipping around. Could be making noise or whatever, but now it's solidly, the whole rear valence is tied together like it should be. And that's the way it ought to be. So on a Mazda CX-90, if you install a trailer hitch, this is the panel that you will remove. And I decided to reuse it. Mazda doesn't offer a modified panel to tie into valence mounting points here. There's 4 rivets that go here, and then there's 2 clips, and then this tab. All this sort of serves to tie in the rear valence and support it, keep it from flapping around. And so I didn't want to just delete this. So I measured this up so it would just clear my trailer receiver. And it turned out to be a slot that's 88 millimeters across and 102 millimeters deep. It wasn't exactly centered, but you'll have to measure that on your own vehicle. But now I cut this on a bandsaw, and best to cut it with the smooth side, relatively smooth side, down on the bandsaw table, so you avoid getting hung up with these protrusions that stick out. But it's very easy to cut this out, and now I can slide this into place, and it will help stabilize and support the rear valence like it should be.